Welcome back. The Great Plains Zoo recently made an appearance on the Drew Barrymore Show with some adorable pigs.
Very much so. I'm excited to talk about this. Joining us live this morning to discuss the show and why they're working to raise awareness is Stephanie Arney and Denise DiPaolo with the Great Plains Zoo. And we are excited to hear all about this adventure.
Your experience, yeah. Tell us all about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I got a message about a week and a half ago from the producers that I had been on with the Harry Connick Jr. show, and they wrote me and they're like, oh my gosh, we want to have you on the show. And I'm like, I'm with the Great Plains Zoo in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I want to be there. I'll be there as soon as possible. And they're like, can you bring on pigs? And we were both like, what? Pigs?
What a request.
Yes.
I love that.
And so yeah, we very quickly rallied and got ourselves to New York City and had an incredible week.
Okay, so I guess what was kind of the inspiration for this interview and kind of the importance of it?
Okay, the inspiration was Maisie Williams, who is on Game of Thrones, and she loves pigs. And the whole thing was that she loves the story, is that Maisie wanted to skip her audition for the Game of Thrones so that she could go on a school class field trip to go hang out with pigs. And so then the whole thing is like, oh, well, I guess like, sorry you missed the pigs for that silly show, Game of Thrones, but we are going to make it up to you and we're gonna let you meet pigs today. And no joke, she authentically was like, what, this is the best day ever? It was adorable.
Oh my goodness, here's some clips. That's
yeah,
so cute.
and you can see she's in a very proper dress right now because she's pushing a new show all about fashion. And so having her go in with this gorgeous Dior dress on with 3 potbelly pigs was pretty fun, but she did not care at all. I'm like, watch out for your tools. She's like, girl, I don't care.
There's straw sticking out of it.
Oh yeah, that would be so cute.
Yeah, so the goal here, what I'm basically talking about is just let's be more aware of what types of pets we bring into our homes. I know we see animals on TV and movies, or we might see people with animals that we're like, oh, that'd be so cool to have. But this is the thing, we really need to do the research about that animal's behavior, how much they cost, time commitment, if they're destructive or not, how long they live, how big they get, before we bring them into our home. So the main goal here is don't get a pet if you're not prepared for it. And when it comes down to pigs, they are intelligent, they are beautiful, they're cleaner than people give them credit for sure. But should you have them in your home, in your apartment, in your condo? No. If you have a beautiful farm with a lot of space for them, great. But I think it's so important that we pay more attention to what type of pets we're bringing into our homes.
And how does this kind of, affect zoos and things like that when people can't take care of the pets they do get, and then you're forced to get rid of them?
And unfortunately, those little piglets right there were confiscated because they were with an improper breeder, somebody who was breeding them nonstop, tricking people into thinking they were teacup pigs. No such thing. Teacup pigs grow up to be 100 pounds, 200 pounds, they're just baby pigs.
Yes.
And so then they end up back at the rescue. So I was grateful that the rescue had these piglets, unfortunate for the circumstance, but they will be adopted out to people that have farms and land in the future.
Very nice.
Right. Yeah, so we were able to work with Animal Nation Rescue based out of New York, so they were very close by. The animal world isn't that big, and so we were able to call in some connections and find these pigs nearby to come in and be wonderful ambassadors for their species. And also, it was pretty great to be able to meet them and share the word that pigs aren't always the best pet, even though they're amazing animals.
And raising awareness is so important. But how great was it to meet Drew Barrymore? I mean,
Right?
I'm fangirling a little bit. Like, that had to be so awesome. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay, I grew up, probably like a lot of us here, we all adore Drew Barrymore, right? Like all of her movies are great, right? But then when she started this show, when it came out that she was going to start it in 2020, I remember exactly where I was. I was in a grocery store in Santa Barbara, California, and I'm like, I am going to be on your show one day. And I made a video to her, and I never sent it. So it was a dream of mine to meet her. And she is as authentic and genuine, and her and the entire show were so incredibly welcome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like the back, like even the whole design of the studio is just Drew everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
So the staff did share with us that she's involved in every design element, every choice. So even all the backstage rooms, which they don't need to be pretty, They were gorgeous. The beautiful wallpapers, bright colors, positive messages, really good snacks.
Very Drew.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so it was
Oh,
clear
yes.
that they wanted us to be very comfortable,
Yeah.
and they made it a really, really special experience for us.
Oh my goodness. And in between the takes, like in our commercial breaks and stuff, they would lean in and just be like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I hope to have you back. And Maisie, you're just amazing. And women power and
Yeah.
take care of yourself and all this stuff that
kind.
she believes in, right? And that's why I love the show so much.
Yeah.
Because it is very
authentic.
much about being, let's just accept that we're real, we're human beings, and we're all going through magnificent experiences and really hard things together. And let's celebrate life in general. And so it was just,
Great
was so
experience.
cool.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine. Well, thank you so much for being here this morning. And we'll be right back after the break.